What if your marketing team could run itself, powered by AI, while you sleep? That idea just got a whole lot closer to reality, and the tool making it happen is something most marketers have never even heard of. Meta MCP, combined with Claude AI, is quietly changing how businesses automate their marketing. And here's everything you need to know. Let's start with the basics. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, and it's a framework that allows AI models like Claude to connect directly to external tools, data sources, and platforms. Think of it as a universal plug that lets Claude talk to your marketing stack, your ad accounts, your analytics, your content pipelines, all in one intelligent loop. Meta MCP is a specific implementation that bridges Meta's advertising and business ecosystem with this protocol. So what does this actually look like in practice? Instead of manually logging into Meta Ads Manager, pulling reports, adjusting budgets, and writing ad copy separately, you can now instruct Claude through the MCP layer to do all of that in a connected, context-aware workflow. Claude reads your campaign data, understands your goals, and takes meaningful action, or recommends precise next steps, without you having to context switch between a dozen different tabs and dashboards. The power here is in the context. Traditional automation tools are rule-based. They do exactly what you tell them, nothing more. Claude, operating through Meta MCP, brings language understanding and reasoning to the table. It can look at your ad performance, notice that your cost per click spiked on a specific audience segment, and proactively suggest, or even execute, a budget reallocation. That is a fundamentally different kind of automation. For marketers, this unlocks several practical capabilities. First, campaign analysis becomes conversational. You can ask Claude in plain English, which of my ad sets is underperforming this week? And get a reasoned, data-backed answer, not a raw CSV dump you have to interpret yourself. Second, creative generation becomes integrated. Claude can draft ad copy variations, align them with your brand tone, and tie them directly to the campaigns they're meant for. Third, reporting becomes proactive. Instead of pulling weekly reports manually, Claude can summarize performance, flag anomalies, and surface opportunities on a schedule you define. From a technical standpoint, setting this up requires connecting Claude to the Meta MCP server, which acts as the intermediary between Claude's reasoning engine and Meta's API surface. This involves configuring authentication, defining the tools Claude has access to, and setting appropriate permissions so the AI operates within boundaries you control. It's not a one-click setup, but the documentation and community around MCP is growing rapidly, making it increasingly accessible even to teams without deep engineering resources. The broader implication here is significant. We are moving from an era where AI assists humans with individual tasks to an era where AI orchestrates entire workflows across platforms. Meta MCP with Claude is one of the clearest early examples of that shift in the marketing world. Rather than replacing marketers, it amplifies what a small team can accomplish, letting human strategists focus on creative direction and big-picture decisions while the AI handles the repetitive, data-heavy execution layer. What should you watch for going forward? Expect the MCP ecosystem to expand. More platforms beyond Meta will build MCP-compatible interfaces, meaning Claude and similar models will be able to orchestrate marketing workflows across Google, TikTok, LinkedIn, and beyond from a single intelligent layer. The teams that learn this infrastructure early will have a compounding advantage as the ecosystem matures. The bottom line is this: AI-powered marketing automation is no longer theoretical. With Meta MCP and Claude working together, the gap between strategy and execution is closing faster than most people realize. The question isn't whether your competitors will adopt tools like this, it's whether you'll be ahead of them or behind them when they do. Start exploring, stay curious, and as always, if this gave you a new perspective, make sure you subscribe so you never miss what's coming next.